the Mexican government was bullying us. It was telling us they're going to do this, they're going to do that. They're going to intervene on illegal aliens. There is no illegal migration now. It just simply disappeared. 12 million came in. Last month, I think there was 111 people apprehended at the border. They're finishing the last 1,500 miles of the wall. We told Mexico the $171 billion surplus is unacceptable. We're going to tax the $63 billion that your expatriate who are here illegally and subsidized by us with state, local entitlements, and yet they free up cash, $63 billion. The $20 billion your cartels suck out of our economy, 70,000 killed. All of that's being addressed as we speak, and nobody's ever thought that the United States would do that. And it's got a lot of bad publicity that we're too hard, but it was long overdue. And then we have immigration. 16% of our country, it was not born in the United States. That's about where it's mostly from the southern hemisphere, but in the case of Europe, it's mostly from Islamic countries that are the people coming do not express a desire to assimilate, integrate, intermarry, etc. And so you got Britain and France and Germany, Greece especially, and they have very high populations of non-assimilated, in some ways hostile minorities, very dependent on social services. They've got a declining birth rate, and they bought into this new, I guess we'd call it Green New Deal idea about energy. So the energy cost in Europe, for example, are about double. They're even California, which is the highest of all 50 states, they're higher than California, and that's because of the subsidized wind and solar at the expense of fossil fuel development. Meanwhile, China is building 3 coal plants a day. So what I'm getting at is there's a lot of restraints in the West on the available money. There are all these countries in the West are going up to 120% of GDP as far as debt goes. And when you have an aging and declining population and you've made some ideological but not market-based decisions on energy use, you cannot, for some reason, handle the immigration problem. And then you have these skyrocketing pensions that are unfunded. It's very hard to, no matter what they say, these countries, how are they actually going to come up with the money?